Hello everybody! So today is April 25th. It's Saturday, 2020, and I am working on draft 3 of Souls of Atua. Working title. I am stuck trying to figure out how to get this curse to work and thread it through my story properly so it doesn't feel like it just props up, but also for it not to be so malicious that it would turn off young adult readers. So trying to keep it PG-13, but also not wishy-washy. Like, there's consequences. People are dying. I won Camp NaNoWriMo for April. So I hit 15,000 new words in my draft 3. So that's replacing words and writing new scenes. I've actually added 2 new chapters, and it's going pretty good. Probably have another month left still to go in edits. Wish me luck. Welcome to my Camp NaNoWriMo April 2020 wrap-up on what I did and how far I got. So, I worked on draft 3 of Souls of Atua, and my camp goal was 15,000 new words going through edits. So that would be taking out a bunch of stuff, like sentences, and printing through to speed up the pacing in the beginning, and adding new chapters to just integrate the villain a little bit more into the plot so that he isn't just I did something and then you never hear from me again until the very end. So now he's threaded throughout a bit more. So these were my stats, my super lovely stats. I was very slow in the beginning because it was mostly deleting words, and then finally in the middle I got to write a new chapter, so that was that spike. And then it was just going through, deleting and rewriting, and then I finally finished through April, hitting my goal. So my goal was 15,000, and I hit 15,812 on the 28th, and then I took a little break. And now for May, I am continuing this draft. So you will see a vlog later on of my progress in May, hopefully to completion. So my biggest epiphanies that I had this Camp NaNoWriMo were, one, that I need to do more world building and flesh out things like what even do the characters' faces look like? So description everywhere. The second thing was that my main character was stuck in a certain location for most of the second act to the third, and it was really hindering being able to see what was going on outside of that location. So my critique partner gave me a note, and I love it, and I'm running with it, and so I am changing up a lot of things so that she is not stuck in that location and is able to see what is going on, and it's really freeing up the plot a lot. So now I can integrate the villain more, and it's just a lot more interesting. Number 3 was more world building and trying to base things more in science and reality. There are a lot of spirits, but I wanted them to interact in the world in a semi-plausible way, if you know what I mean. It's science fiction, not just pure straight fantasy. So my sister is a scientist, and so I have been talking with her on the phone a lot and just figuring out what kind of diseases there are that would do what I want to have happen so I can incorporate them. It is a trope, having the epidemic, the pandemic, whatever it turns out to be, and I know it's going on in the world, but it's a trope, and I had written it in long before this stuff ever started happening. And I hope it doesn't just make nobody want to read this book, because it has a disease that does a lot of damage. So my candles that I burned mostly this time were chestnut and clove, this candle called Winter, and evergreen. So it was an amalgamation of all of my winter smelling candles that smelled like Christmas trees all melted into one so that I could recycle the dregs. And then I had to pour the excess dregs in here to make all of my wood wicks actually keep going through the entirety of the candle. But it was lovely, it smelled like NaNoWriMo, and it really helped. So that was it. That was my April Can't NaNoWriMo 2020. It was a success, and I need to continue on, and I hope that you guys will follow me on this journey, and I wish us all the best of luck.